Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Girls Gotta Talk podcast. I have a guest today. I'm so excited. I'm definitely more excited than she is, but technically Julian was the first guest, but you can't do a breakup episode except with like your ex, obviously, so that doesn't count. So she's technically my first guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Bianca.
So excited. I saw different episodes. I don't know what podcast I was looking in, but there was some where it was like a this or that or would you rather type of scenario. And I was like, okay, well, I can't do an episode like that by myself. Like, that's no fun. So I had to make someone come on with me. So I literally dragged, no, I'm just kidding. Literally dragged her to come here.
So that's why I'm here.
Had to bribe her a little bit, but we have a guest and I'm really excited. So anyways, to start this episode, intentions. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
So I think my intentions for this week. So it's currently the new year. We are in 2024. Like, that is, it's actually wild to say that right now because I'm pre-recording this. So right now we're still in 2023, but I'm going to put in the mindset that we're in 2024. So I think with the first couple weeks of the new year, obviously you have to settle in, get yourself going, have like a New Year's resolution, a New Year mindset type of thing. So that's probably what I'm going to be at this week. A lot of New Year planning. Obviously, there's still a lot to figure out personal wise, like all that stuff. But it's definitely going to be a year of planning. I definitely want to be more, I've been into this podcast a lot lately. But I definitely want to be more into this podcast, more into regular YouTube channel, YouTube in general. So it's definitely going to have a lot more, I don't know, it's going to take a lot more time out of me. So that's definitely going to be big plans coming up. But I think in this first week, it's going to be a lot of, I don't know, new year, new me type of vibe. We'll see how that goes. It's probably only going to last another week, but we'll see what the start outcome is. But I think that's just what we're going to start off with doing. Fingers crossed, low key. Oh, thanks. Probably going to need it.
So my intentions for the week are probably going to be, basically that new year, new me. Everybody says
yes.
But I think one of my biggest issues is procrastination.
Oh, good
so
one.
that's something like I really got to work on.
That's a good one.
I always tell myself every year too, like especially with school, that I'm like, I want to get my assignments in early so that way I just kind of get it done and over with. And this semester I was actually really good about it. I was kind of like done a week early.
Oh, we love that. Oh my God, I could never.
The final project was submitted an hour before it was due. But yeah, I think that's one of my biggest things that I want to work on is like new year, new me, less procrastination. Because the stress gets to me,
I would say then probably last like a day. The next day I'd be like, yeah, forget that.
I don't have the energy for this, so I'm just...
Not anymore.
We'll try again next year.
Literally 20 a weekend. We'll try again next year. If that ain't my vibe. So streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, anywhere you stream your podcast, or we are here on YouTube, Girls Gotta Talk podcast. I kept saying before, I think we're finally out of it, but I kept wanting to say anywhere you stream your platforms, and that just doesn't make sense. So I literally had to catch myself every time. But we finally got it. Anywhere you stream your podcast. Maybe we're not out of it. But anyways, so in this episode, like I said, I found a this or that type of situation. I think I only have like 9 different things that we're going to play a little this or that type situation. We'll see if we're the same. We'll see if we're different. We'll see what we like, what we don't like. But I thought it'd be fun. It's New Year's kind of related, but I don't know. We're going to go with it. So the first thing I have, so think of New Year's Eve vibe going into New Year's. Would you rather celebrate or sleep through it? Because part of me is like, I think I would pick celebrate But I feel like at the same time, you stay up just for it to hit midnight, and then like you literally go to bed. So you're like,
right after, yeah.
What's the hype?
But I feel like
sleeping through it's kind of boring though.
sleeping through it, I don't know. Like I kind of thought about this too a couple weeks ago. Though I'm kind of like, I always stay up to watch the ball drop, you know, because it's like that little.
It's just what you do.
Like you don't, little childhood you would always stay up to see that.
At that, like when you were so young, like staying up that late was like late.
It
Like you
was
were like, oh my god, I'm so cool. I could stay up till midnight.
And then you would drink like the sparkling grape juice with your parents. Like,
The
you were
sparkling
really doing something.
apple cider, and you were really living your life. Like you were living your best life back then. And now I'm like past 10 o'clock. I'm like, do I have to wait 2 more hours?
I'm ready for bed. So like part of me wants to sleep through it, but the other part of me is like, I've always gone my entire life of celebrating it, that it's kind of just, I celebrate it. Like I enjoy it.
It's just a thing.
It's kind of like a moment to recap like all the people that are in your life that you're like, okay, I'm actually really grateful that you're in my life.
See, that's always me. And then like the morning comes and I'm like, okay, who do I message right now? And I'm like, wow, like, are they awake? Like, I'll go to like text my parents and I'm like, I don't even know if they're still awake right now. And then like half the time, like my dad texts me first and I'm like, whoa, okay. Okay. Guess I'm the loser here. But like at the same time, like I'm telling you, by 12:30, like I'm probably asleep.
Yeah.
I'm out. Like
12:01, I'm asleep.
Literally, like I had to wait up for this. And then like last year, obviously I thought it'd be cool with JJ. Yeah, he was in bed by like 10. Like 10 was late for him and he was like out and I'm like, okay, well you party pooper. Literally 1. If that. What year are we in?
Roasting him
I'm sorry, buddy. So the next one was spend it with your friends or spend it with your family.
See, I've never actually like spent it with friends partying, so I don't know that experience. But I always spend it with family, and we have like friends come over.
Oh, so it's like a mix of both. It's a mix of best of both worlds over here.
Kind of, yeah.
See, I thought about it and I was like, wow, no, like New Year's, like I see my family all the time. Like I'd want to spend New Year's with friends, but I'm kind of the same way because I always did it at my house with family. And if anything, I went to like my cousins. So like it was still family.
Yeah.
And then I think there was one year when Julian and I lived in our own house, we had friends over. And that was the first time I ever spent it with friends. And I was like, this is kind of different, but like,
Yeah, but
it's weird. Like, yeah. So like we have to like entertain ourselves. So we were like up playing games and all this stuff, waiting for it. And then like, it's the same thing where it's like, all right, it's
can you go home now?
time to go to bed. So like, because we were like drinking and all this stuff, we were like, okay, you guys are just going to stay the night. Like we'll set up spaces for you guys. Yeah. I think like one person left, but like he also wasn't drinking much. So we were like, okay.
Whatever, yeah.
So everyone else stayed, so it wasn't bad. It definitely was different because it was like we were in our own space with friends and like all this stuff. But growing up, I had always done it with family.
Yeah.
So I never like thought or like you said experienced it any other way. Yeah. So like when I thought about it, I was like, huh. And now like the last couple years or like now it's only been like Julian and I maybe with like a couple friends. Like it hasn't been anything huge, which I feel like is what people go for. Like I could never be in New York. I could never stand in the city waiting for that ball to drop. Absolutely not. Julian and I had stayed at a hotel to go to a basketball game, and we stayed like at a hotel that looked into like where the ball drops, and I'm like if you look at it, like the spot isn't that big. Like the space of where the ball drops is not that big, and there's a ton of people.
There's a ton of people.
I could never do that. I don't get the hype. I don't understand it. You literally pee where you're standing. I'm not even kidding. Like you move, you lose your spot. Like it's a wrap. I'm not even kidding. A lot of people have, like, I swear that's a thing. Like you just.
That's not for me.
That's your problem. That sounds like a you problem. I could not. It's probably cold. I mean,
freezing.
But if you're huddled with like a group of people, is it like warm? Like imagine like you're still outside, but like when like you go like to a concert with like a whole thing, like it gets hot in there. Like I get like you're still outside, but is there still body heat if like you're literally like this next to people?
See, I'm not a people person.
Me
so
either.
I don't like touching people.
Me either. That's another reason why that's not for me, because there's too many people for me to be like, nope, I'll be throwing elbows. Like, stop hitting me.
That's how I am. I would get so mad and just type thing.
Yeah, no, that is not my vibe. I'm also not, I don't want to say I'm not a New York person. I'm more of a Boston person than a New York person. So like, but, oh girl, crushed my dreams. But yeah, I don't know. I could never, because even just walking around the city, it's not bad, but there's a lot of people. But like, imagine that, I swear, times like a million standing in that one spot.
Yeah, I could never do it.
I can never.
Yeah.
My final answer though, what is my final answer? I don't know. Like, this is a tough one. I think I would honestly pick family, mostly because that's what I've done my whole life. But friends is like a different vibe. You just kind of have to be feeling it. And you need a good group of friends, low key.
A specific group of friends.
You need a good group of friends, like.
Yeah, I think my final answer too would be family. It's like a tradition.
You're gonna be there all night. You better be liking those people. You can't have someone that you're like iffy with. Like, you gotta be friends with these people. I mean, a couple of drinks, you'll be friends with anyone, but that's a whole different story. The next one I have is dressed up or casual.
Definitely casual. Definitely casual.
Easy peasy.
Easy, right.
See, I feel like for me, I'd probably say casual because I'm such a casual person, especially like that one year we hosted and it was in like my house. Like,
right.
I'm gonna be casual in my house. Granted, even if I go to like my cousins, I'm probably still gonna be casual because it's family. My dressed up, I swear, in that point is probably like putting on a pair of jeans. Like, I put on a pair of jeans, I'm dressed up. Like, you got more out of me if I'm putting on a pair of jeans.
Other than leggings or sweatpants and Crocs, like.
And Crocs.
I'm dressed up.
Put some sneakers on, I'm dressed up.
Right.
If I'm not in Crocs, like, we're dressy over here.
I'm dressed like Adam Sandler on a daily basis.
Oh, same. I look the same as him. I would definitely say casual. I feel like it also depends on where I'm going. Like, I'm not going to New York, but like if I'm going to like, say you went to like a bar, I've never experienced this, so I'm just speaking like out of my head. If I went to a bar, I might get a little more, see, but like knowing me, I'm a type of person, I would literally walk into a bar with leggings, no problem.
So would I.
So like, would I get dressed up? That'd probably be an instance where I'd put on jeans and think I'm dressed.
Yeah. But like, part of my inner girly would want to experience.
Literally, okay, every girl does. Like, there's definitely a thing where you want to go to like look decent, more decent than I look on a daily basis. So I would want to experience it. I don't know if it'd be me every year. Like, that's too much for me.
That's a lot. I don't like dresses, so that one's hard.
Oh, I would not be in a dress. I might be in, like I said, a pair of jeans. But that would be my extent. Okay, but those are pretty comfy.
I like those.
I have one that's like, it's like a cutoff thing, but it's like a one piece, like, it's pants, but like a bodysuit type.
Yeah, I have one too.
Underrated, because those are pretty nice. If I could wear that, I'd be going anywhere. Because I'd be comfy. Mine does too.
It's so nice.
Mine does too. But if like that with like a nice pair of shoes, that would be my dress.
That would be my dress.
That would be my dress up because I'd still be comfy and feel like I'm in yogas. Yep. The next thing I had is champagne or beer. See, this one was tough for me because technically I don't like either. If we're being honest, but I think I'd pick champagne because I cannot stand beer.
No.
Oh my God, no. Beer was the first alcoholic beverage I had.
Yeah.
Allegedly underage, but I had a Bud Light and oh my God, it tastes nasty. I do not like Bud Light, but like then again, like I don't like any beer.
Yeah.
Like if I'm having like an alcoholic drink like that, like I'm having apple cider, like hard apple cider.
I could go for that.
So like if that was the case, I'd be a hard apple cider all the way. Champagne isn't awful. Like I could do champagne. There's like a strawberry champagne that's really good. It's so good. So if I had that, champagne hands down. Okay. If I had regular like champagne, I'm not the biggest fan, but I cannot stand beer. So I'd have to go.
Depends on who I'm with.
I'd have to go champagne.
But I'm also a champagne person, and it was like only recently that I really like got into champagne. But it's like a sweeter one. So
I feel like champagne is kind of a New Year's staple, so that's what a lot of people have. But I feel like if you're throwing a party, you can bring whatever you want.
Right.
But if someone came over and was like, "I don't have champagne, here you go," I'd be like, "I'm good." Like, you're gonna hand me that beer, I'll pass.
I'll drink water.
I can't stand the smell of it. I don't know what it is. I just don't like beer. No. I'd have to go champagne.
I think. Oh, that one's hard.
Really a flip of the coin.
It's really a flip of the coin. Because I could go for a beer any day of the week. But it depends
You're
on
brave.
what kind of beer.
What's your favorite? Asking all these hard questions now.
See, that's hard. Because, like, are we talking a regular beer or are we talking, like, an IPA?
I don't know what that is. I don't drink beer, so you could be saying anything. I'd be like,
You'd be like, okay.
Sure, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
See, it kind of depends on.
But isn't like IPAs at like breweries?
Yeah, but they also sell them like locally too. I think it's like an Indian pale ale.
See, I feel like IPAs are better than regular beers, but I still don't like them.
More flavor.
I would say they have different flavors where they make it taste at least a little better.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know.
I can't do it. I can't.
Like I said,
the thought of it, I'm like, oh.
On who I'm with.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Really, it'd probably be like a mixed drink type.
See, if that was an option, I'm in.
Right.
I'm in. Maple baby. Yeah, no, I'd hands down have to go champagne for that one. So if we just talked about this one, so this is gonna be an easy answer for both of us.
Okay.
Times Square or house party?
House party all day.
We just talked about elbowing people and we're like, which one would you pick? No, house party. See, maybe if I was like in like an apartment in New York, that'd be a different, but I am not stepping foot in Times Square. I'm not stepping foot in Times Square a week after New Year's. Like, they're probably still cleaning all that stuff up.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I don't know what the hype is. Like, maybe the performance is there, because don't they have live performances?
They do, yeah.
Like, throughout the night? And I'm sure standing there when the ball drops is kind of cool.
It's probably like thrilling.
It's like the hype. Like your adrenaline's probably going because it's like you're watching it drop. Like you've been there waiting for this, and now like I don't know, but hands down house party. I could not do.
Because then I can choose who I want over and who I want to spend that time with.
Right. Like like you could bring a group to New York, but like that'll be hectic.
Oh yeah.
Hectic.
Keep track of everyone.
Where are you? Yeah, not where you'll fit because we lost you. Like you lost your spot. That's a snooze you lose type of situation.
That
Like
sounds like a you problem.
that's tough. I could never ever. All right. So now that we've gone through, we're picking house party. Would you rather host a party or be a guest?
I think I'd rather be a guest. Because then I could kind of just be like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm going to head out type of thing. Whereas if I'm a host, I don't want to be rude and be like, all
That's
right,
pressure.
is it time for them to leave yet? Is it rude for me to say, like,
It's 12:01. You guys are still here.
12:01, I'm ready to go to
You guys
bed.
were supposed to be out like 30 seconds ago.
We did what we needed to do.
We watched it dropped. We see it every year. Can you guys leave now?
Like, yeah.
See, I would rather hosting is a lot of pressure. I've hosted before. I don't know. I'd rather be a guest, but like I'd be like a hands-on guest.
Yeah.
Like you need help, I got you.
That's how I am. That's exactly
Like
how
you
I
need
am.
help cleaning up, I got you.
Right.
You
Or
need
whatever
help
you need
setting
to
up,
bring.
I got you. But like, am I gonna host in my space? Absolutely not. That's a lot of pressure because I don't know if everyone will be the same.
Yeah.
So like if I'm hosting, like I don't. Granted, yeah, I'm hosting. Most people think like you got it all like taken care of or whatever. I don't want to be like having the pressure of doing it all myself and like missing out on the party because you're like hosting or like setting everything up, if that makes sense.
Welcome.
Right. And like you have this out and that out and this is restocked and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it could be the same way if I'm a guest, but like I'm going to help you like make sure everything's good.
Yeah, that's exactly
Like
how I am.
I will hands down be a guest, but like, hey, can you come help this or cook?
Yeah. Say
No
less.
problem. No problem.
And I'm always like the type that's like, what do you need me to bring?
Right, that too. Like, Yes, because I'd be like, you're not putting everything like all by yourself. Like, let us help you like have food or drinks or ice or like literally anything.
Literally the smallest thing.
Literally anything. And I'd be like, yeah, no problem. I'll go buy candy.
Right.
Do we need it? No, but we're gonna have it. We're gonna have options here. We're gonna have options here.
See, I've never hosted before, so I can't like exactly say. But I definitely think I'd rather be like a hands-on guest.
See, but I feel like at the same time, like when I host, I want everything. Like it's not necessary to have like chips and this and that, but like I'm gonna want it in case like someone wants it. Like one little person will want like this. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Everyone else is not gonna eat it. It's gonna go to waste. Okay, but this one person, like I'd be too like overthinking it, and I'm like, okay, well I'll get these drinks, but this person likes this, so I gotta make sure I have that, and this person likes this, and like that's just too much. That's where I'm like the pressure comes in.
Yeah.
The pressure is too. I would hands down rather be a guest. So. I don't even know what this referred to. I would assume decorations, or like maybe like if you're like celebrating and you're holding it. Would you rather have confetti or balloons?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I have a story behind this one.
Oh boy.
All right, well I'll tell my story while you think.
Okay.
So honestly, mine would be balloon. Okay, like regular balloons. I think I honestly have like PTSD from confetti. I had confetti-filled balloons at our gender reveal party, and my brother popped one, and we had confetti everywhere. When I tell you, you can clean up confetti and it's not cleaned up, you'll never ever clean up confetti. We had confetti everywhere. Like I was cleaning that up for days. Like we had these couches when we lived at the place we had the house party at. When we moved here, I was still finding confetti. We didn't even have the party here for the gender reveal, and I had confetti in this living room. Like it follows you. At this point now, I hate confetti. Like I do not want anything confetti because you're gonna find it months later.
I think that was exactly what I was thinking about. Like I would prefer balloons because they're easier to clean up. Like confetti, it goes everywhere.
But like I want regular balloons. Like I don't even want confetti balloons because if that pops, no, like rip.
But I also like. Do we have to have balloons?
I don't know. I think for like the fun of it, but. If there had to be a decoration, I don't know. If there had to be decorations, you bring confetti around me, we're no longer friends. You're banned. Like literally, you can leave with your confetti. I don't want you or your confetti. You're not stepping foot anywhere near me.
Alyssa hasn't messaged me in a while. Is this confetti?
Did I bring confetti around her? No, literally, like ever since then, like. It's not even a thought. Like there better be no freaking confetti if it's in someone else's, like
sure,
you can do what you want because it better not get near my stuff, because if I bring home my jacket though and it comes like with confetti, oh my god, like it starts to aggravate me because there was literally confetti everywhere.
Do you remember as a child that like silly spray?
Oh, I loved that stuff.
In a can?
I loved it.
I loved it, but that was so hard to clean up.
I don't think I ever really had to clean it up except for like getting it off of me, which it felt kind of nasty.
It was gross.
But it was a lot of fun.
But it was fun.
I also grew up with brothers, so it was a blast.
Yeah.
But oh my god, yeah, that, or what else was there? I don't know. That was definitely like, I feel like confetti is a kind of also a staple for New Year's, I would say. Like when I think of confetti, when I think of New Year's, I'm gonna think of confetti just for like the fun, like purpose, like aspect, aesthetic
like
type of thing. Yeah. But like, no thanks. So the next one, at midnight. So it's midnight, ball's gonna drop. Would you rather have a kiss at midnight or take a shot? See, this is hard.
How can you choose between when you?
This is hard.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not really good with shots.
I am.
Oh.
Well. See, but my thing is like the first thing that happens on the New Year is like my boyfriend and
you
I
kiss. Then you take a shot.
Shots. I'd rather take a shot and then kiss you.
Not the other way around. I think I would do kiss, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you're not a drinker, then obviously no kiss.
See, like, I'm not really a drinker. That might be why I'm bad at shots, but I also don't really take shots, so I feel like it also depends. It also depends on the drink, because like I've never taken a shot of like straight something.
Oh, really?
Like straight tequila or anything, like vodka shots.
Oh, yeah,
No, nothing.
See, it depends on what we're drinking.
I've never done it, so I wouldn't know. I'd probably gag. The smell of it would probably be enough for me. Never mind shotting that thing down.
Then you just...
I'd really have to be like, okay, ready?
Or a chaser.
See, I'd have to.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to. I am also a type that has to chase, like I have to mix seltzer drinks because I don't like seltzer.
Okay, fair enough. That's
But like I like it. Like I usually just mix it in with some Sprite. Like I have like 95% whatever I'm drinking, 5% Sprite, but like there has to be Sprite in there because like straight seltzer, like White Claw or anything. Nope.
I don't like White Claws though. I don't like White Claws.
I don't like Trulies.
Or...
I could take maybe a first couple sips, but like after like 3 sips, I'm like,
I've had enough of it.
oh,
Yeah.
I just don't like seltzer. I don't know what it is, so I have to chase it or mix it, I guess, because I'm not gonna sip a Truly, sip a Sprite. No, I just mix it, but there has to be something mixed in with it. I can't do it out of the can.
See, I do. I like the carbonation. So kind of like, it's hard for me.
I don't know. I want to try High Noons.
Those are good.
I've never tried them,
Those
but
are
a lot
so
of people
good.
love them. Are they
But
seltzer?
they're not seltzers.
Oh, really?
They're vodka soda.
Oh, so maybe I like it.
Yeah. No, you would definitely like those. They're really good.
I want to try those. I know my brother drinks those, and he likes like the pineapple one, I think it is.
My favorite is the peach.
I want to try
Peach is always
them.
a go-to.
Peach is always good.
So.
I want to try it. But anyways, that was off topic. Oh, last one. So, this is just basic. Would you rather have a New Year's resolution or just kind of be like, no New Year's resolution, and just kind of live through the new year?
Kind of just live through the new year, because sometimes I feel like if I put a resolution on and I don't live up to it, I feel guilty.
Right. See, I would say no New Year's resolution because I've never made actually a New Year's resolution, but I feel like there's a lot of pressure, and a lot of people like start out with like high expectations when you're setting it for yourself. So you're like, okay, I know I'm going to do this. And then you don't. And you're like, wow, like we're a week in and I suck.
Let's try again next year.
I'm already freaking, oh my God. So I would say no New Year's resolution, but I would try to do like I would try to do like small stuff for myself. Like, okay, I need to do this, or I'm going to try to reach this. Like I set definitely probably a lot of like social media goals. But I do it for like the year. So like you have all year to freaking get it done. Or like little like baby stuff for myself, but I'm not like, I need to do this every day and I'm going to do this. Like, no.
That's
People with
pressure.
their gym goals, I'm like,
Oh my
dude,
God,
props to you. I'm not stepping foot in a
Seriously,
gym.
I praise you, because the fact that you can put that much motivation and energy into something.
Teach me your
Every
ways.
What am I doing wrong? I
Right,
probably
like
should ask that, but-
that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, granted, like, yeah, do I want to work out? Probably. Like, I bet it feels good.
Yeah.
Like, you do one little like thing, and you're like, oh wow, this feels pretty good. I could probably go to the gym, and then like, I would go through it and be like, oh my God, this sucks.
Or like something happens, like you have a crazy work day and you can't make it to the gym, and then you feel like a failure.
Right, and then I'm at home like eating my whole fridge because I'm just stuck home because I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna go to the gym. Let me just eat. Yeah. See, like part of me does that because like I eat out like so much, like
So do I.
fast food. Like I'm like, oh, fluff.
See, I'm not
Then
fast food. I like to go to different restaurants.
I'm fast food. Two types of people. I'm more of like a fast food person, because I'd rather be in the comfort of my own house.
Gotcha.
So like I'm more of like I'll go get it and like come home and eat it, because then I could like sit and watch like YouTube or a movie or whatever and like be chilling at home. And then I'm like, oh my God. And then I feel awful after eating it. And then like I have at least one coffee a day. Typically two. Typically freaking two, if not like 3 every single day. And then I'm like, damn, I should probably like cut back with the coffee, caffeine intake. If it's not a coffee, it's an energy drink. So I'm like, that's where I'm like, dang, I suck. If it's not one thing, it's the next. Like, it's rough.
No judgment here. I drink coffee every day.
I have to. I literally, caffeine doesn't even do it for me anymore.
No.
Like, caffeine is nothing to me.
See, but it kind of depends because, like, I drink it every day, but I can go without it.
See, I get wicked headaches, though.
I don't.
It's weird because caffeine doesn't affect me. Like, I literally probably could drink this coffee right here and, like, take a nap.
It's okay.
Like, I can drink caffeine. Like, I can have a coffee at, like, 6, 7 p.m. and it doesn't affect me. Like, I could be still tired and, like, asleep in bed by, like, 10. Mm-hmm. Where, like, some people are like, oh, my God, if I have it after 3, like, I'm up for the night. Like, I'm wired. And I'm like, yeah, I freaking wish. So, like, I can have it and, like, no caffeine, like, does anything. And I thought maybe, like, caffeine between coffees and, like, energy drinks are different. Yeah. No, I can have an energy drink, be fine. There was I had one panic attack off an energy drink. I had a Red Bull one time, panic attack. But now I can drink a Red Bull and be fine. So, I don't know what it was.
Did you eat?
No, that's probably it. But, like, I don't eat when I have coffee either. Like, most of the time, if I have coffee in the morning, like, I don't eat until, like, lunch.
Yeah.
But, like, it doesn't do anything. So it's weird. It confuses me. Because you would think all caffeine's the same.
But it's not. An energy drink is definitely different.
I feel like all energy drinks have, like, a 200 milligram caffeine intake. Where, like, coffees can have more or less. But I feel like a coffee has more.
It definitely has more.
So, like, I feel like it would affect me harder than a energy drink would because it has more caffeine, but it doesn't. Isn't that weird? Like, now, like, my mind is blown. So it's weird. So, like, I thought, like, caffeine would have, like, a take on me. Like, granted, I will have, like, really bad caffeine headaches. I had to go, obviously, through a time period where I had to order only decaf when I was pregnant because I was scared. So, like, when you could still have up to, I think, 200 milligrams of caffeine even when you're pregnant. But I was scared to, like, pass, like, a certain amount because I was like, oh, my God. Like, not, like, what is it going to do to me, but, like, what is it going to do to the baby? Yeah. So, like, I wouldn't pass 100. Yeah. So it's either, like, I could have a coffee or I could have soda or, like, whatever. So Sprite became my best friend because it has no caffeine. So I'm like, oh, you could still have, like, the soda, not have the caffeine, and still have, like, a soda later. Like, I really thought it through. I planned, like, what I was going to eat, what I was going to drink. Because, like, even if you're getting, like, iced tea, like, there's still caffeine. So, like, I really had to read everything. And you're like, wow, like, you don't think about these things. And now I'm like, I really have to limit it. Like, what do I want today? How's my day gonna go? Like, like, you still have decaf. Like, it still has a good amount of caffeine, but, like, if you have this, like, you could only limit it to this. Like,
just crazy. Did you know, like, I don't know where I heard this, but, like, European coffee, if it's decaf, it's completely decaf. There's no caffeine in it.
What?
Yeah.
They sell a coffee at my job. I don't know what it is, but I work at, like, a Greek place. I don't know what type of coffee they have. They sell something there. Okay, that is the only caffeine that got me, and I didn't even finish the cup of coffee. My boss literally told me to stop or I was going to have, like, a heart attack. She, like, cut me off from coffee because that also wasn't the first coffee I had today, or that day. I was feeling it. My heart rate went up, like, over 100 beats per minute. Like, it was at, like, 115. I was like, I got to stop. Like, this is getting to me, but, like, it was nice.
It was nice, she said.
Like, it wasn't like a, oh my God, like, you felt it, but it was like you were getting shit done.
You could, like, move.
So I was like, I should probably have this more often. I'd be in the gym at that point.
Oh my God.
Cranking through those workouts. Yeah, no, it was good too. Like, it was good coffee, but, like, it was a lot of freaking caffeine. I don't know what they put in it. I don't know what it was, but I was like, God damn. Because I was like, they were like, oh my God, you're going to be bouncing off the walls. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really, like, affect caffeine. Yeah. And, like, this other girl I work with was like, yeah, no, I don't feel it when I drink it. And I was like, okay, like, let's see. So I tried it. I was like, you don't feel this? You're crazy. I had, like, 3 sips and I was like, whoo.
You gotta slow down.
Like, that's too much for me, but it was good. But yeah, I got cut off before I, like, literally died. Which I don't think I would have, like, drank it all anyways because I was like, God dang. But pretty good. Wouldn't be opposed to having some again, but it was great. But I don't know. I always thought that, and I was like, caffeine should be almost one and the same, but it's not. And it's wild to think that, like, the less amount of caffeine would affect you more than more caffeine. My mind's a little blown, but I don't know. That's all I had for this or that. I feel like we played it more as a would you rather, but I feel like it was kind of the same aspect. But I hope you guys are enjoying your New Year's. Hopefully New Year's Eve and New Year's Day was fun for you. I thank you guys so much for listening. We thank Bianca for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Was it less nerve-wracking as you thought it would be?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. She's like still shaking inside. Episode's ending and she's like, oh my God. When is this going to be over? But thank you guys so much for listening. I love you all, and I'll see you next week back with a brand new episode. Bye.